wash my soul in the ocean, in the tears of God, I let it go.
Hello, my astrology friends. This is Lada from astrolada.com, and this is your November 2021 video horoscope for all the 12 signs. And we're going to focus on the eclipse, which is happening in Taurus, and a few other important events. November is a bit more tense, but I'm going to lead you through that, prepare you. So, hopefully, forewarned is forearmed. And I just want to announce that my 2022 video horoscope for each of the 12 signs are ready. Last year we sold like 10,000 and this year they're coming out now. They're a discounted price of $12 till the middle of November. After that they go to the full price, and each sign is 2 hours. And you can also get all 12 signs for the price of just 4 or something like that, the whole package. Anyway, let's start with the 2021 November horoscopes. Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. November is a bit shaky, and it's with some pivotal changes in your life. And it starts with new beginnings around the 4th of November. Maybe you feel it a little bit before or over the next 2 weeks. New moon in your 4th house. Something new beginning is happening, and it's connected or renewal of your home or family. But it's something surprising out of the blue that you didn't expect. Some new important developments, because Uranus is opposing exactly this new moon, which means some surprise, some unexpected, might be a little bit disruptive. And it might be disruptive. Uranus is doing the opposition from the 10th house. Maybe it's connected to your career, or because some authority figure or father figure, that there is some surprises there. But it's some big new changes and news coming in regards to your home, property, place of living, parenthood responsibilities, family, extended family, or property. As well, it can indicate that you want to, for example, start some innovations of your home, because Uranus is to innovate, to make it, for example, I don't know, aligned with solar energy or whatever, or some changes that you have to do there, or to the members of your family and so on. You can feel a bit, because you have to react fast and settling, but there's some kind of renewal. Then around the 10th, Mercury and Mars join in your 4th house and square Saturn in the 7th house. They can be around that time, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. There can be more tension around your personal life. Maybe some arguments, Mercury, Mars, to fight, to communicate, or some busy activity that you're doing together with your family or around the house, fixing, repairing, doing something. But on some level, it might be fighting with family members, or feeling more restless, or some repairs at your home. But also it's affecting your relationships, because Saturn from the 7th house is putting a stress to the Mercury Mars conjunction in your 7th house. Or maybe you have to do something difficult with your family and with your marriage partner. Or it might be to do with some contract or agreement connected to property that there is having some tensions around that time. Or Saturn rules your 6th house of work as well. There might be some tension in your family because of having to fix, repair something, or because of work duties and responsibilities, or your partner puts pressure on you emotionally. I know, something around that time. It's not necessarily something big drama, but it's just 2-3 days that is more stressful emotionally around that time. And then there is around the 19th is the eclipse. Lunar eclipse in your 10th house with Rahu. This is the first of the eclipses that are starting on the axis of your home and career over the next 1.5 years. There will be some big shifts that are happening there. Well, they say, ancient texts, that when you have Rahu eclipse in the 10th house, but they say it from the ascendant only, not from the moon or the sun, maybe from the sun as well. I've seen it from the ascendant. Then you can become like a king. You can get a promotion, expand your business. I remember my business when there was an eclipse with Rahu in my 10th house, is when I turned jumped from working just for myself, suddenly I started working with 10 other astrologers. So suddenly I found myself being a boss without ever having been a boss before, and taking responsibilities of executive decisions that I was not very ready for, but it's sudden growth, you know. Or maybe that eclipse with the moon, if you've worked hard before, you can give you a culmination, a promotion, or seeing the results of some career project or some big development in regards to your career. But for some of you, it's a full moon eclipse. It can mean a certain job or career path or project either is finishing, it's completing, or it's you take a sudden life big decision in regards to it that you no longer want to do it because it's a full moon, it can't grow anymore. It either gives its results, it gets completed, or you're like, no more, I don't see the reason here, but and there is some shift that is happening. There might be some big change with bosses or authority figures that's happening because of this eclipse as well. Then the other big thing is that Venus is going to enter your sixth house for the next 4 months. It will become retrograde there in December and January, but it means 4 months of very beneficial influence of Venus. It's a facilitating planet. It makes things easier, more pleasant, more enjoyable. So that for you, Leo, will start as a trend from November in your workplace, in your work environment, maybe to make it more beautiful, to make an office that is more enjoyable, that is more harmonious. I'll be making my office back actually those 4 months. I'll be designing it and working with designers to do it. Maybe you can start a trend that you're really enjoying your work for the next 4 months. Even when Venus goes retrograde, it will be a bit more complicated. But from November, some new project you can start doing that you're really enjoying, or even get some new employees that are very agreeable, that can benefit more, that you can benefit financially more. Or for some of you, might be the start of a new job. You see how we see a similar theme. Eclipse in your 10th house of career, some big change there possible. Plus Venus is starting improving your work conditions, the possibility of a work project or a job that feels more enjoyable, more pleasant for you, as a new such trend that is starting. So I don't know, or maybe, or if you're working in any career that is connected to Venus, because sixth house is employment, Venus is beauty, art, design, customer service, where you're dealing with, making customers satisfied, amusement industry. You can, your career might be doing very well. You can start some very enjoyable project as well. Plus sixth house is how we take care of our health, responsibility towards our daily routines. You might start feeling a lot of joy of having a routine. Maybe you are missing a routine till now, and Venus, such a long time for 4 months in your sixth house, it might be much easier to establish a routine that you enjoy, which is a healthier routine. Let's say, for example, starting a beauty procedure in the morning, starting to put like rose water on your face, and you'd initiate something new there that you find quite enjoyable as a routine. Maybe start working out without like stressing yourself. Venus, you'd find out a workout routine just for health mostly that you would enjoy. Maybe it might be yoga, or I don't know, something that will give you pleasure. So it might be a good time now from November and till February, you'd have really implemented that new habit into your life of more healthy routines, more healthy nutritional eating, or even, because the sixth house is the house of self-medication. How do we self-medicate? Through smoking, through drinking, through sleeping pills, through eating chocolate sometimes, or there is healthy self-medication. Well, Venus might help you develop a little bit more of a sweet tooth, or wanting to self-medicate with other pleasures which have illusion. But during the retrograde period in December, January, you'd see the repercussions of unhealthy self-medications, and hopefully you can switch it around then into healthy habits, that because ultimately the vibration of Venus is the most natural planet. It wants to teach over the next 4 months how to do self-medications that are natural, because Venus is a natural beauty, natural. Venus is the planet of the most nutritious foods. It rules things that are very high in life force. Venus rules life force. Venus is the nurse. So it wants to nurse you back into healthy habits, or nurse you back into healthier self-medicating or coping habits. So that's another theme you're going to see over the next 4 months that will become very important for you from November already. For some of you, sixth house is also pets. It can be the start of a love affair with an animal or a pet. Sixth house is also the nutrition, working out, plus maybe becoming really enjoying like cooking nutritious foods or developing some other nutritious plan, or some kind of taking supplements. Plus sixth house is anything to do with plan, organizational stuff. Well, Venus here can start the trend of 4 months. And you might start enjoy cleaning, organizing, fixing things of some sort, or you might start some discipleship. Sixth house is to be someone's disciple or intern, like, you know, to be doing the dirty job, so to speak. But you'll be enjoying it, and it will be beneficial for you. It's a beneficial planet, Venus. Then you might enjoy yourself a lot more, learning about health, or learning about, well, what else? Yeah, these are the sixth house matters, as I said, pet, or even starting to do some kind of a labor that you enjoy, like more physical labor, that is more like a manual work, whether you're digging in the garden or something like that. But otherwise, sixth house is your job, and there can be some improvement there, or a woman, or some new project that you start to enjoy more. So there you go, Leos. What else? Let me think. Yeah, Venus rules your 10th house of career and recognition, goes into the 6th house. I think there will be a lot of some good stuff happening there in regards to your career. So thank you so much. Do check out my 2022 video horoscope. There are 2 hours for each sign and only $12 till the middle of November. Also, my calendar for 2022, which is 124 pages, is electronic, interactive. I've written the meanings of all transits, of all planets moving in signs, when planets become visible, invisible, the new moons, the full moons, the eclipses, so you know everything of the year ahead. Thank you so much, Leos.